Revolution is in the air. Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. They want their lives back. They want the security of their lives and properties. They want to put an end to medical trips abroad by political class and their families. They are fed up with collapsed health care service of Nigerian hospitals. They are fed up with collapsed education system of Nigerian schools. They are fed up with joblessness of youths who are being pushed to the extreme to survive. The Biafrans, the Oduduwas, the Arawas, and all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria are fed up with the failed state called Nigeria. It is time for a political revolution that will bring the real freedom to all Nigerian people. Join the train now. Join BRN.
Good morning, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1 on Matters Arising. I am Queen Madu. Today we are talking about political revolution, and I am with an ex-captain, the Chief Mobilization Officer of PRM, People's Restoration Movement. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
So please, may you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Captain Kasmia Chinosoma for retired. I'm a legal practitioner based in Oka, Anambra State.
You're welcome, sir. This is going to be a very short program, so we are going to be swift and straight to the point. What is the ideology that is driving PRM?
No, the People's Restoration Movement arose as a result of the decay in the Nigerian system. It arose as a result of the neglect of the southeast region particularly. It arose because of the incompetence of the people we have in offices in our government houses and national assembly, not just in the southeast but also in the entire country, because the PRM is not just a southeast based organization, it's going to spread to the whole country. But we are starting off from our region. Every region have their own problems, so every region will tackle its own problem. Because when we talk about PRM, our own agenda is to bring government to the people. What we have in Nigeria today is not government of the people. What we have is people amassing power to just enrich themselves, enrich their relations or their circle of friends. But PRM is coming with a message that people will take back power because power belongs to the people. And they will do that by ensuring that they put people that has the right ideology, that has the people's interest at heart, that has the idea of what governance is all about. Because what you see these days, people that will leave office, they will not be bold enough to walk the streets. We want people that when they leave office, they can travel anywhere without molestation, they can walk the streets of Nigeria without molestation. But what we have today are men that don't have any ideology about governance. And PRM is coming with that ideology that power belongs to you. If you're in government, you have to serve the people. You understand? Yeah. It's not a matter of money, just acquiring wealth. You think about what will you leave in office when you leave? What legacy are you going to leave in office? How will you be remembered when you leave the office? It's not only when you die people remember you. You talk about how will you remember when you leave office?
Legacy.
What legacy are you leaving both for your children and for the community that elected into the office? So that is why the PRM came, because we are lacking it totally in all the political parties we have in Nigeria.
Okay. Yes. I'm meant to understand that PRM is a political party. So, and we have a lot of political parties in this country. So what is going to make it different? What is it? What is your mission? What is different about it? Yeah. What is different? Because we have had a lot of stories, we've had a lot of people come up with a lot of promises. And this country with the political mindset, it's all about the poor against the rich, and someone comes out with this big and juicy promises that they're going to do this and they're going to do that. How are you changing the mindset, the sensitization of people to understand that your ideology is clinging, and it's in line with our ideology here in Biafran land? So tell me, what is your mission here?
First of all, I will correct an impression. The PRM is not a political party.
Okay.
It's a kind of a political mass movement. It's different from ordinary political parties. We are going to be everywhere. We have members that cut across all these other political parties because people are already decentralized. People are not disenchanted already with what's happening. So PRM is a political movement, it's a mass movement. It's like when Advert started in Anambra, it didn't start out as a party. People were distribution, people were frustrated, and when they had that message, they've killed him. So PRM is coming with this kind of a message again. And in terms of how we're going to mobilize people, we're going to start by political education because people have to be orientated. The values in our place have so much decayed. Before, people talk about good character, but these days, people talk about money. When we were young, they used to say, Afudimba, Afogonogini, in the Igbo language. But these days, you hear, Afudimba, everything is being monetized. Is so bad. And it's unfortunate that our parents, our elders are equally keen into this kind of a decaying system. And that is why today we have a lot of crime everywhere, kidnapping, drugs, and just name it. So we want to stop that trend. People are going astray, and it's because the government they voted into power has failed to provide all these dividends of the mortgage for them. People are now going into self-effort to make a living. But we are saying that the government has enough fund, the capital to really invest in the government of the people and make them happy. You understand? So we're going to go into political education. We're going to the churches. We are going to go to markets. We have our flyers. We are equally going to the media houses to talk to people. It's not going to be easy, but definitely we are going to relate even to the churches. We have been able to make 1 or 2 contacts with the religious people as to allow us to send the message in the churches. This issue of money buying of vote is very, very critical. And I was talking with one of the bishops in Anambra the other day. I told him that you people delay before you begin this message. You don't have to wait for an election before you start talking about political education. You start now when the tempo is. But once the tempo comes, everyone talks about money. But now that there is nothing happening, you begin now on Sundays when you are preaching. Chip it in one way or the other. Let them know that this is not about money. When you collect money and vote, you are becoming a slave. They are buying you over, and then when they buy you, you vote for them. They have settled you. They continue doing what they are doing.
But don't you think it's because of the poverty? The poverty, as in that the poverty is so much, and these people feel like they are not connected to their leaders. They felt like, okay, whenever the election is around the corner, that's the opportunity to get what they want. So when PRM is given an opportunity, what is going to make it different? Are you trying to tell us that you people are going to have this government and people kind of relationship that is not what we are seeing now?
Definitely. One of the major differences we have with other parties is that we have a key plan, a key straight out plans. For instance, we believe in regional government in Nigeria. The system we have in Nigeria now is not what will help this country to develop. As long as this country of 36 states continue, this country is going nowhere. I bet you it's going nowhere. We need to go back to 1960 where we have regional governments because each region was developing. I remember the Western region was the first to have the television. The next minute, the Southeast had it. There came railway. The next minute we had it. So there was competition. There was that kind of synergy. Even the ones we don't have, you learn from them. The ones they don't have, they learn from us. So, but when you have central government that is controlling everything, then it does not give you room to develop. I don't believe that the Southeast will not be capable of building international airports if they come together, or to put railway system in the Southeast if they come together. I don't believe that we cannot give power to 12 hours flight in Anambra or in Imo State if you are left to do it. But what you have is that federal government takes over everything. Before you can distribute electricity rate, you must take permission from federal government. That is absolute nonsense. Before you even build anything, even security, the other day some governors wanted to import security equipment. They said they will go and get permission from federal government. What is that? You are chief security officer of your state. You should be able to access security equipment to protect your state. That's what we are saying. Then look at this herdsmen issue. There is no how the herdsmen issue can be tackled without having an anti-grazing law in all the states of the Southeast. When you restrict these people's movement, this herders movement, you have solved the problem almost 80%. It is because of this movement that causes this conflict and kind of violence. Because when they clash, there will be violence. When knife and knife meet, there will be spark. But if there were no herdsmen on the road, no cows on the road in the farms, keep them somewhere. They will reduce this issue of killing people up and down. And the governments are not proactive. PRM is going to be proactive. Before anything will happen, we will know. And once we know, we'll start solving it. But what we see in Nigeria now in the Southeast is that they are not proactive. Look at the killings in Enugu. It's only when they kill somebody they'll come out. What were you doing before those killings came up? You should have a proactive template, which is what we have in PRM. What we are saying is that we are going to bring the town unions into governance. We are going to bring the youth into governance. We are going to go down to the Umuna level into governance. If we are doing anything in PRM, we have to go down to the people in the community. It's not people that you import people from anywhere and put them in government. You want people that the people know. The people that the traditional rulers know, the people that the town unions know, the people that have good pedigree. People you know who they are, not people that make money from anywhere, they enter government. We are going to put a stop to that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Captain Kasmia. This is all for today's Matters Arising. For more of this kind of wonderful program, especially those who are so interested on political revolution, please tune in and always be here to enjoy Matters Arising on BVI Channel 1. Do subscribe to BVI Channel 1 and follow us on all our social media platforms, and I guess you will not miss a thing. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay blessed.